So we got Venus and Aries tomorrow. Now when Venus goes into Aries, this can be ups and downs. Because Venus and Aries don't really mix. But the ball gonna be in court. The ball is gonna be in Aries court, and the sun is gonna be in Aries court. So this gonna be in circumstances and situations the way we love and appreciate things, people, places. We're gonna be striving for these things passionately. Now I would say within a couple more days, these energies is gonna be high velociful. So basically when these things play out, be prepared. But of course, whatever we love, we compromise, whatever we truly value, we gotta tend to these things. Or these things can be swiped right from under our feet and our toes. So don't be lacking with this shit. But we're about to get into it. Now, Venus and Aries. If you got this in your first house, you're going to be loving, appreciating, and compromising your personalities and how you relate to people, places, and things. Now, there can be conflict, and there can be good. There can be good and bad, depending on how you play with it. But of course, when you got Venus in the first house, this is going to be a circumstance situation where you're going to basically be valuing your personal affairs and personal people, places, and things. But when we got Venus in Aries, this is basically being very impulsive about love, not thinking about love. We could be getting into relationships and circumstances and situations. People could be cheating during this time. People could be basically acting without thinking. People could be basically having alternative motives. People could be fucking vampires. People could be sneaky. People could be horny. Also, people could be basically conceited on their looks, on how they express themselves. And of course, this is when Venus and Aries, you're going to feel the need to basically get right into it. You ain't going to be worrying about no foreplay. You're going to be worrying about getting into those pants. You're going to be worrying about dropping them drawers. Zipper's going to be open. Invitation's going to be open. It's going to be a whole lot of behind the scenes. A whole lot of fucking. Whole lot of love. Whole lot of uncompromising. Whole lot of shit. See, Venus and Aries right here is very reckless with love. It could be reckless and good, the ways or bad ways. And when it comes to Venus and Aries, you're going to be spinning without thinking. You're just going to be doing shit. And then we got Mercury and Pisces. But let's get back to it. Venus in second house. You're going to be loving and compromising ways and being more passionate towards your personal belongings, personal people, places, and things. Now, Venus and Aries already fuck with this house, which will be the first and second. But of course, being that Venus is in Aries, Venus is going to be showing itself in Aries in the first house. Venus in the second house, you're going to be passionate towards your goals, towards compromising with values, materialistic natures and things, trying not to go to the extremes. But you're going to take your time with this. Make sure other people ain't taking their time with your values. Make sure you value and protecting your assets and everything will be all right. Venus in the third house. You could be loving and compromising when it comes to your surroundings. Familiar people, places, and things. You may be very passionate, very outspoken. Other people can be doing this too, to you. But of course, we got this Mars and Gemini. So you may go to the extreme when doing this and expressing yourself. Venus in the fourth house. You'll be going hard and passionate, loving towards your family, people, places, and things, your roots, your emotions, your private matters. Plus, Moon goes into Cancer tomorrow. Venus in the fifth house. You're going to be loving and compromising about your expression, how you give off love and appreciation to people, places, and things, or you could be receiving this. Venus in the sixth house. Also, yeah, Venus in the sixth house. Well, or actually, Venus in the fifth house. It can be ups and downs too, because Venus actually falls here. So you may feel the need to basically strive towards someone that you can see them being the one that's expressing themselves. You may just sit back and allow people to do things. But also, this is an opportunity for you to act on love and not just be in the closet like R. Kelly and shit. trapped in the closet. You ain't expressing yourself. Nigga just walked in the crib. Lady was naked. But yeah. Also, we got Venus in the 6th house. You're going to be loving and compromising ways about your goals, your routines, your scheduling system. Try not to stress about these things because Venus falls here. So you may go to the extremes with that shit. Try not to do that. Venus in the 7th house, you're going to be loving and compromising when it comes to relationships. And it loves being here too, so it's going to do good here. But here comes the conflict because we got circumstances and situations that can play out where things can get very ruthless. Because you know it really don't like being here. So you're going to be learning how to deal with conflict and accepting things how it truly be. Venus in the 8th house. It's going to be circumstances and situations of loving and compromising about your desires. People, places, and things. Circumstances and situations may not play well here because you could be deeply rooted into your desires. Try not to get too lost into that shit, which it can cause turmoil. Venus in the 9th house. This is going to be you loving and compromising about your philosophical point of view, beliefs, and moral systems, and the way you express yourself. Venus in the 10th house. You're going to be basically loving and compromising about your status in your career. You're going to go to the extremes with this. You're going to get good recognition. You're going to be receiving good things that play out to this perspective. Venus in the 11th house. You'll be loving and compromising about your associates, your goals, your wishes, and how you see the world. It could be ups and downs, but of course, because you know, you may feel the need to try to like separate yourself at times if things don't really truly play into your perspective. You may try to separate yourself. Venus in the 12th house, you're gonna be loving and compromising about your dreams. Try to make sure this dream really makes sense because Venus is exalted here, so you may go to the extremes when it comes to relationships, loving and expressing things. Try to make sure these dreams have a practical plan. And everything gonna be alright. Venus in the houses. Now, Venus and Aries in the signs. Venus and Aries. You're gonna be a prime example on what to do and what not to do. And of course, Venus and Aries don't really fuck with this position, but it is what it is. Now, if you got a Venus and Aries, put more care and loving towards your mind, your mental, your imagination, your motives, your passion, the way you strive with yourself. Venus and Aries with moon signs, you're going to basically be receiving attention and views when it comes to your looks, your face, your head. Put more love and care with these. Put more love and care with this. It's basically you're going to be receiving these energies. People, places, and things going to be basically compromising their way towards these areas. Venus and Taurus. You're going to be basically seeing the other side when it comes to love and being appreciative during this time. People may appreciate you for your values, your assets, or your material, or your throat. Or you might have good throat, and people may try to like utilize you for that shit too. Be aware of that shit. You might have a monster throat. Try not to get used for your throat, because you might fuck up your throat chakra fucking around with the wrong people. Venus and Aries don't really like this position. Also, Moon and Taurus, you're going to receive these energies from people. Venus and Gemini, you'll be having opportunities when it comes to being assertive with the way you think and communicate and express love in your surroundings. You're going to be appreciating ways on how to communicate. Everything else don't really mean anything as long as communication is flowing and going through internally and externally. Venus and if you got a moon in Gemini, you're gonna receive this energy. Now, Venus and Cancer. When Venus and Cancer with the Mars position, and you're gonna be learning how to express your love, and you're gonna be learning how to go after things that you truly desire for you. See, Mars full here, so it's gonna be a learning process to be passionate towards your goals and your dreams. And if you got a moon in Cancer, you're gonna be receiving these energies. And of course, people, you got a Venus in Cancer. Titties, breasts are very sensitive during this time and can be sucked on very well. And of course, you can get your ass motherfucking pregnant during this time. So be careful, chill your ass out. Because you could probably not be thinking, you can be thinking impulsively and just be out here fucking. Just because you feel real bad about yourself. And of course, you just get fucked. You be pregnant now. And your ass is fertile. You know that. Leos, you're going to have the gift to express your love, your passion, and your ego. And you're going to be loving and appreciating these things. And you're going to want to strive for attention. Moon and Leos, you're going to receive this. Motherfucking Virgos, you're going to be basically dealing with misunderstandings for how you express the way you think. Be practical and deal with routines. You may be running away from problems during this time. Try not to do that. Get right with yourself. One thing at a time. Try not to take on too many projects. Moon and Virgos, you're going to be receiving this energy. Libras, you're going to be dealing with impatience, opposite energies, misunderstandings. And of course, this can play out through a person, place, a thing, or circumstance or situation. You'll be dealing with opposite energies. Dealing with love and actions. Moon and Libras, you're going to be receiving this energy too. Scorpios, you're going to be basically dealing with misunderstandings when it comes to seeing things or trying to get things or go after things. Make sure you got balance during this time. Try not to be all over the place. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the better picture. You alive, ain't you? Everything will be all right. But Virgos, Aries, you need to watch for the nervous system and your hands. Libras, the booty, Venus and Libras. Your booty gonna be very highly sensitive. Booty might get grabbed, booty might get slapped. Scorpios, dick in the pussy is gonna be sensitive during this time. Sagittarius, you're gonna have the gift to be loved and appreciated with how you express yourself. And of course, Moon and Sagittarius, you're gonna receive these energies. Watch out for your hips, your thighs, and your motherfucking legs. Your ass might get a Charlie Sheen because you got too lost in love. Come back down. Venus and Capricorn, you're gonna be going extremes, and of course, you're gonna be learn how to deal with tension, and learn how to deal with the birth defects of receiving love or giving love. Now let's play out with the sun and the moons. Watch out for your knees, because your ass might get too stressed out. Your ass might fuck around. Your ass might be thinking, your ass might be worrying too much. Might fuck around and put your knee in her pussy or some shit. Watch out for that. Be careful. Try to be very, very calm when you go inside that pussy. And also, Aquarius, you're going to be basically having opportunities to express your uniqueness, go to the extremes, and of course, you're going to be very highly creative during this time, so take part into that. And when it comes to love and appreciating how you express yourself through groups, people, places, and things, got opportunities. Now, sensitive areas for you going to be your sheens and your legs and your ankles. Watch out for these areas. They can be very highly attractive during this time too. Venus and Pisces. Now, this is seeing the other side of a dream. And of course, this is exaltation mode, so you may go to the extremes. But also, Venus and Pisces, your feet gonna be highly sensitive. You may be playing with her toes this time, or your toes might be getting played with or sucked on during this time. Try not to get too lost into fantasies, and everything will be alright.